really want to build a generative AI application, how can you use your free GitHub account to develop something out of the box? So let me show you that option. You bring in here, and then you go to github.com. If you do not have an account, you have an email address, you can go ahead and uh, create a GitHub ID, which you can do anytime, right? To sign up for it, and then you create it. Once you have that GitHub ID, what you basically get is GitHub tokens, models. First, let's see models. So if you go to the GitHub models, you have a bunch of models. You can even try the model. You can go and click here to try the model. And then if you want to say, let's say, try OpenAI GPT-5, and which model are you? Let me ask this question to the model. So this is an available model, GPT-5. It's not available. Probably it is not free. So let me choose a different model. GPT-4o mini. Which model are you? Ask this question. And then I'm based out of OpenAI GPT-3 model. If you have any questions, simply feel free to ask. When was your cut off time? Till the time it got the data trained. So it is October 2020, pretty old, right? That's why the 4 is kind of getting retired. You might have noticed. But however, this is the thing. And if you want to, this is the interface which is already built for you. But if you want to really um, build the code, you may want to try something from this here. And you see, it also tells that you need to run Python. You need to install the pip install OpenAI. And then you just write this code using the GitHub token, which you can generate from here and then get that. So let's see how we can create the GitHub token. So GitHub token can be created from settings after you click on the icon here, and then go at the bottom of this list called developer setting. If you click here, developer setting, and then select the personal access token, and you click on the token, which is the classic token, you can generate a new token by asking and then give a name and duration and what it can do. Use that token to call that model. That's what you can do. Or if you run this in this local repository within your GitHub account, what you can do, you can also run them. Let's say if you have this code base and you want to run this in the GitHub code space, what you have here, you don't need the token because GitHub code space anyway is already connected using some token, and it will leverage that. So you don't need to provide the supply if you run this code in the GitHub code space. So this is also an option available within the free account with some limited number of hours and the storage, which you can typically do that. So this is one aspect to it. However, what I wanted to do is that I wanted to give you the list of GitHub models. If I just run this GitHub models, go into this GitHub model, you see the list of models you can play with. And just by having a pre-account, which I'm using right now, you can get an access to any of these OpenAI models. There are a bunch of them, right? Apart from OpenAI, you also have Mistral, Llama, all of them are hosted for you. The inference, you don't have to do DeepSeek also there. So the DeepSeek R1 Grok, even XAI has a Grok model. So all of these models can be tested from your code by using one of these deployments, right? So this is one thing which you should focus more on rather than thinking that whether you should go for a cloud provider and then get these models. which can become a bit of a cost if for a personal usage and learning purposes. This is absolutely fine. And you can pretty much do most of the learning activities by leveraging this. So use this GitHub model to learn about the AI models and how to use them in your application. Thank you very much and have a great day.